The second DLC Zombies map is less than 2 weeks away. This is not a drill. In honor of 115 Day, Treyarch revealed DLC 2 called The Tomb. Between the Wonder Weapon speculation, new quality of life updates including a challenge tracker in zombies and multiplayer, interesting stats for directed mode, and Pack-a-Punch name explanations, there's a lot to get into. Let's dive into this blog post. Welcome to 115 Day, January 15th, 2025 by Treyarch. This is our first look at our brand new DLC 2 map called The Tomb. To start off 115 Day, they are dropping quad XP for 6 whole days so everyone can load up on Gobblegums and hit the next prestige before season 2 drops. So double battle pass, double player, double weapon XP, and double Gobblegums. Yours truly is almost master prestige, so I think we're gonna hit it with this double XP weekend here. And look at that. That is the PNG logo for The Tomb. Doesn't that look awesome? The Tomb arrives with season 2. Let's get this out of the way. We're launching our next zombies map in less than 2 weeks. Surprise! Just after the release of Citadel Day More in Season 1, The Tomb drops at the start of Season 2 on January 28th. After surviving the horrific events at Citadel Day More, Weaver, Gray, Carver, and Maya follow Gabriel Craft's final words to a nearby excavation site to secure the Sentinel artifact. Very interesting verbiage there. Built on the remains of ancient burial grounds with suspected origins dating back to 2500 BC, these catacombs went undisturbed for centuries until the early 1900s. And what lies beneath may run deeper than anyone ever imagined. Again, very interesting verbiage there. As the rumors have it, a British archaeologist by the name of Sir conducted an excavation at the site back in 1908 with grand expectations. Although no one can say for sure what became of him, a handful of photographs from his doomed expedition have recently surfaced. And here is one of those photographs. You can see this is very inspirational of origins. The way I said this was why I said that was interesting verbiage here. What lies beneath may run deeper than anyone ever imagined. That phrase, I think, was in the Origins intro cutscene, but they could never have imagined what else their research would unearth. I think that's the phrase. That was straight from memory, by the way. I think that's the Origins intro cutscene. You would simply not believe this place. Dashed pyramids can go take a jump in a lake. You do have the Origins themed and Revelations themed rock that we saw back in Citadel in the boss fight there, which is very interesting, especially when we get to the wonder weapons here. Now, this is kind of mixed for me, okay? We've crafted the Tomb to provide an experience similar to Liberty Falls, by far our most played zombie map in recent years. I believe that. That's awesome. Featuring tighter play spaces with a focus on replayability. Just like in Liberty Falls, we're delivering plenty of side Easter eggs and even a reimagined wonder weapon inspired by our past. I have some thoughts on this, but we'll get to that after all this fun stuff. Now, this is also important too. As a reminder, every zombies map in Black Ops 6 is an original location built from the ground up for the mode. But that doesn't mean we can't enjoy a wink and a nod here and there. On that note, we're going for something a little more evocative with our Pack-a-Punch camos this time around. And what if we told you one of the most iconic SMGs in zombies history was coming along for the ride? I've seen a lot of people debate what this is. My first thought was the MP40, but someone else said maybe the PPSH, and I think that's not a half bad guess either. I just got done playing Black Ops 2, so in my mind I was like, ooh, maybe the PDW is coming back or something. I don't know. It's probably the MP40. If we're going with the Origins theme here, I'm guessing the MP40. This site, blithering, well doth both baffle and amaze me. I think those are the words that says, well doth both baffle and amaze me. I suppose I shall have to thank Alistair for more than just the contents of his cellar. Interesting storyline stuff going on, and look at this. This is really neat. This is an underground tomb area, obviously. Stay tuned for more details on the gameplay content coming to the Tomb and zombies overall in the next week's Season 2 reveal blog. So next week we are going to get a reveal blog, probably detailing even more stuff, probably revealing the wonder weapon and the SMG and the enemies and all that stuff for the Tomb. Just in time for the new map's release, Treyarch's own Metal Maestro, Kevin Shorewood, and the rest of the audio team are hard at work finalizing the original soundtrack for the Tomb. And they're going to release the full album of Insanity at the end of the month. And here we have a little teaser of it. I don't want to play it now just in case there's any like copyright things. Moving on to the quality of life previews. Challenge tracking and near completion. This is huge. Manually track up to 10 calling card challenges and 10 camo challenges per mode. If you have less than 10 10 calling card challenges or less than 10 camo challenges tracked, your nearest challenges to completion will display in those slots instead. This should help players discover and identify challenges they are close to completing. I love this. I believe Cold War had this. I think Black Ops 4 had this. I'm so happy it's back in Black Ops 6. It's huge in terms of maximizing your XP. It's going to be huge for getting you ranking up even faster. I love it. The top tracked or near completion calling card challenges and camo challenges both appear in the lobby as well as in-game via the options menu. That is awesome. We love to see it. Hopefully they update in real time so that way once you complete a challenge you can see the next nearest challenge as well. Co-op pause. In matches where everyone is in the same party, the party leader will now be able to pause the game for everyone to regroup on strategy or take a snack break during those high round runs. AFK kick loadout recovery. This is very interesting. If a player gets kicked for going AFK in a co-op game, like they need to go to the bathroom or they need to go deal with something and other people are just training a zombie around, now they will be able to rejoin and restore their loadout. Another great quality of life change. I don't do co-op all that much, so not super huge to me, but this is super huge to me and a lot of people who play zombies and multiplayer. At last, you'll be able to set up the HUD preset settings you prefer for zombies and keep an entirely different setup for multiplayer without having to change between them in the modes. We wanted to get this one out sooner, but the team needed to refocus on higher priorities as they came up. Wonderful quality of life update. This is going to be awesome. And now we get to some fun things. Directed mode stats. You're talking to the nerd of the zombies community here. I love stats. Let's talk about them. As of today, players have put in over 480 million hours into Black Ops 6 Zombies. Seriously. Despite that, frankly, staggering statistic, our total main quest completion rate across both Zombies launch maps hadn't cracked 4% before the release of Directed Mode. Starting on November 14th, that all changed. Our goal from the start for Directed Mode was simple. Grow the Zombies community by guiding new players through the main quests with some guardrails in place so they can experience the storyline and hopefully become lifelong zombie fans. Thankfully, the numbers are promising. Since Directed Mode went live, our average main quest completion rate has more than doubled, going from 3.38% on November 14th to 8.23% today. That is crazy. That means that, whatever, 4.9 whatever percent of players who completed the Easter egg did so in Directed Mode. So us here on YouTube and Reddit and in our own sort of way, we only make up this 3.38%. So the majority of players did main quest through Directed Mode. Isn't that a crazy thing to think about? The most common way for players to complete the main quest in Black Ops 6 Zombies is through the Directed Mode. Very, very interesting. This still means that over 90% of people who've played Zombies haven't completed a main quest yet. That's also true. So our mission continues, but we're proud of these initial results and excited to welcome so many new Zombies players into the fold with this new feature, Onward and Upward. Now, I don't think I've said this in a video since Black Ops 6's launch, but I do want to caution Treyarch, Zombies is way more than just the main quest. You guys have crafted a beautiful survival sandbox game that could take you to high rounds. The progression itself is really fun. The camo grind is fun. Setting up on each map is fun. One of the things that makes Zombies so special is the fact that you can do the main quest if you want. You can dive into the story, or you could dive into high rounds, or you could dive into the casual play. I was a huge Zombie fan for most of my time without ever doing a main quest. Now, of course, you spend a lot of time on the main quest, so no doubt you just want people to experience that. But I love how complex the main quests are in Black Ops 6. I feel like they're almost at the perfect balance, and the Directed Mode is just a beautiful solution to all of this. I love the balance of it is in Black Ops 6. I don't want to see us go back to Cold War where it's even easier. Maybe Directed Mode comes out sooner. I don't know. There's a lot to talk about there, but now they give us a whole bunch of explanations for Pack-a-Punch names. Sometimes the Pack-a-Punch name is a little esoteric, and you may not know what the significance of it is. So today, we'll peel back the curtain and show you exactly where a handful of the Black Ops 6 Pack-a-Punch names came from. The Tonto becomes I'm not even going to try, but a Tonto is a Japanese short sword, and a type with the blade on the inside curve was used for that, to cut the heads off dead enemies for trophies. So cool little connection between the words there. I like it. And then Goblin Mark II becomes the Ogre Mark 12, stronger than a goblin. Oh yeah, let's make the number bigger. AS Val becomes the As If, which was a popular slang in the 90s. Oh man, that makes me feel old. Do people not know what As If is? Hopefully some of you have actual memories of this. Who doesn't? Do people not know what As If is? As If. The Jackal PDW becomes the Emballer JNPW. Anubis is the god of funerary rites, such as emballing. He has the head of a jackal, and the JNPW is one way to write the name of the ancient Egyptian. GS45 becomes the Sally N4 forth, a relative of the OG duo from Black Ops 1. These 45s sally forth to meet the enemy head on. Pretty cute, I like that. The Marine SP becomes the Bakunawa, which is a mythical Philippine moon dragon. The XM4 becomes the Zistermeister, a backronym and a new name. Sometimes weapons that have appeared in previous Zombie games will get a new similar name to reflect different tunings. The XMG becomes the Xenon Matter Granulator, another backronym related to the XM4's Xenomatter from Black Ops 4. Ooh, was it Black Ops 4? I think that was Cold War. I think it was Black Ops 5 there, Treyarch. AK-74 becomes Rasputin's Revoke, another in the series of Rasputins. It's hard to get rid of that guy. The GPR-91 becomes the Geomida. Oh man, this is terrible. I'm so sorry. I'm horrible with pronunciations. It's the scientific name for a gopher. A gopher, that one cuts pretty deep. Oh boy. Gopher. Wow, that's Sarkov 762 becomes the Sarcophagus. Sarkov is the root word for sarcophagus, and we're not being sarcastic. Whoever wrote all of this stuff, I think I understand you on a spiritual level. The AEK becomes the AOK 5x5. AOK 5x5 means you're receiving a clear radio signal. Sigma 2B becomes or not to be or not to be, that is the question. HE1 becomes the H315H1M. He's him. PU21 becomes the DK Fifthus. Oh boy, is the personification of rot and decay, another deep biology cut. Grakova becomes the Graka Antoa. Krakatoa isn't just a caldera in Indonesia, you know. ASG becomes Munmu's protection. King Munmu wished to become a dragon to protect his people. This shotgun can use dragon's breath to protect you. Boom. SVD, Shadow Veal Demon, like a shot out of nowhere. Pretty good. The jet gun becomes that Scramjet is a powerful type of jet engine, much like this remastered Wonder Weapon. DR11 Beam Smasher becomes the Supersonic Crusher, using sound and light to penetrate your soul. Here is another view of the huge puppet of Abby, they call the Abomination, world record breaking Abomination at the reveal of Black Ops 6. Really cool. Now they go through a bunch of this art posted by fans in the last couple days, and it's really cool to see how artful everybody is. But perhaps most importantly, there is one piece of art down here. I'm going to try to get all these in here in one shot. We'll go down all the way to, wow, there's a lot of people doing a lot of art here. This one, 8 years of work sitting here, and a full metal one still on the way. This is the ice staff from Origins, and as you can see here, the little caption, ... and here's an incredible fan-made version of the Staff of Ice, which we're definitely not highlighting for any particular reason other than the quality of craftsmanship on display. Very interesting that this is the very last piece of art that they showcased, and they end off the blog post with it. A lot of people are speculating, especially because of the Origins-inspired themes here, and a mention of a reimagined Wonder Weapon from our past. A lot of people are saying staffs are coming back. However, I want to remind you, this says reimagined Wonder Weapon. So this to me tells me that if we are getting a remastered staff, it's only gonna be one, and probably just the Staff of Ice. Now they didn't directly say anything, but I mean, you can kind of read between the lines here, right? For no particular reason. Why would they say that? It's weird verbiage. Now I am incredibly excited that we're getting our second DLC map in literally less than 2 weeks, which means that Black Ops 6 in January is going to have as many maps as Cold War did at the end of Cold War's life cycle, right? In January, we're going to have 4 maps in Black Ops 6, and that's how many maps that Cold War had during the entire year, which means one of two things. If we're only going to get 4 DLC maps in the life cycle of Black Ops 6, that means we have 2 more DLC maps to last us the next, 9 to 10 months. So we'll go from having 4 maps in 4 months to 2 maps in 10 months. If that's the case, so be it. That's kind of what we're almost used to with zombies. We're used to getting DLC 2 in April, not January, so that's a little different. The second possibility, the more optimistic possibility, is that we might get more than just 4 DLC maps. To build on this conspiracy, they did specify that this map is going to be more like Liberty Falls, an experience similar to Liberty Falls, by far one of our most played zombie maps in recent years. Now, this kind of made me a little nervous and a little sad, because as much as I enjoy Liberty Falls, I don't really think it's like a top 10 map. I much prefer getting another Terminus. I much prefer getting another Citadel by far. However, if we're getting more maps this DLC season, if we get 4 big maps, 4 maps like Citadel de Mor, 4 maps like Terminus, and then we get 2 kind of bonus small survival-ish maps like Liberty Falls, that might just strike the right balance for the community. I know personally, I have way more playtime on Liberty Falls than any other map just for its simplicity. And from these screenshots, it definitely looks like the the tomb has the atmosphere that we like in a zombies map. I just worry about the remastered stuff and the reusing old stuff for new stuff. Like, it's been 4 years. I want new stuff. I want mummies. I want different wonder weapons. I want different boss zombies. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but that's how I feel about it. I'm still really excited because, like they said, this is a unique zombies map. We're going to get more details about it next week with the full season 2 roadmap, I believe. I'm excited for what they have in store for us. I'm incredibly excited for the future of Black Ops 6. I mean, it's crazy. We're getting DLC 2 already. What do you guys think? Has it been a good 115 day so far? Let me know what you think in the comments below. And for more Black Ops 6 content, be sure to check out this video and stay beautiful.